Military chaplains, what's the most unusual confession or counseling session you've had in a combat zone? I'll never forget the night Private Danny came to my tent in Afghanistan 2 a.m. looking like he'd seen a ghost. I was stationed at a forward operating base near Kandahar. My job was pretty straightforward. Hold services, counsel homesick soldiers, write letters to families. Standard chaplain duties in a war zone. Danny knocked on my tent flap during a mortar attack. Incoming rounds whistling overhead, everyone diving for cover, and this kid wants to talk. Now, chaplain, I need to confess something, he said, hands shaking. I've been lying to everyone about who I am. My first thought was desertion. Maybe he'd gone AWOL, was using a fake identity. We sat in my bunker while explosions echoed outside and he started his story. I'm not really 19 like my records say. I'm actually 16. I lied about my age to enlist. Used my older brother's birth certificate when he died in a car accident. My stomach dropped. Underage soldier in a combat zone. This was a massive problem. False enlistment, fraudulent documents, potential international incident if he got killed. It gets worse, he continued. I've been sending my entire paycheck home to my mom. She's got cancer, can't work, about to lose the house. My little sister's only 8 years old. I joined up because we needed the money and someone had to take care of them. Nobody else was going to help us. I'm thinking about all the regulations he'd broken. The legal nightmare this could create. Then another mortar round hits close, and Danny doesn't even flinch. Kid's been in country for 6 months, seen more combat than soldiers twice his age. But there's more, chaplain. The reason I'm telling you this now, my mom just sent word that she's in remission. Cancer's gone. She got a job at the local grocery store. My sister's doing great in school. They don't need my money anymore. I want to come clean, take whatever punishment I deserve, and maybe go home to finish high school. Here's this 16-year-old who'd risked everything to save his family, lied his way into a war zone, served with honor for 6 months, and was ready to face consequences once his mission was complete. I made some calls, contacted legal affairs, family services, even reached out to his commanding officer. Took 3 days of paperwork and phone calls to untangle everything. Turns out Danny had earned a Purple Heart after taking shrapnel during a convoy attack. Bronze Star for pulling 2 wounded soldiers to safety under fire. Combat Infantry Badge for engaging enemy forces. This kid had done more in 6 months than most soldiers do in entire deployments. The Army had a choice: prosecute him for fraud or recognize him for heroism. His battalion commander made the decision personally. Called Danny into his office with full dress uniform waiting. Son, your service record shows exceptional courage and dedication. The Army's prepared to offer you something unprecedented. He could accept an honorable discharge immediately with full benefits including college funding and veteran status. Or he could stay, get his GED through military education programs, and continue serving once he turned 18. Danny chose to go home, wanted to graduate high school properly, maybe go to college on his military benefits, be there for his little sister like he'd always planned. At his departure ceremony, they read his citations aloud. Purple Heart, Bronze Star, Combat Infantry Badge. The whole battalion stood at attention as they pinned the medals to his uniform. His mother and sister flew out for the ceremony. First time they'd ever been on a plane. His mom cried through the entire event, kept saying she was proud but wished he'd never had to grow up so fast. Last I heard, Danny graduated high school with honors, got accepted to State University on a full military scholarship. Majoring in social work, wants to help other military families in crisis. He still writes me letters every Christmas, always signs them the same way. Specialist Danny, retired. Age 16-17, tour of duty complete.